Happy Advent, my friends. I hope and pray everyone's doing well. I just wanted to make this quick video just to let you all know that those of you who know what my line of work is can imagine that because 12 and 13 hour days are normal these days, I am not having the as much time as I would like to be able to be producing more video. So I just wanted to let you in a little bit, just let you know that I am thinking of you all and praying for you as I am out for many hours a day. But I just wanted to let you in a little bit about my heart, and that is just to pray. We are now in the season of Advent, and Advent is kind of like a baby Lent, where we prepare. And the difference of preparing between now and Lent is, put it to you this way, Lent is learning to die to self. Advent is learning to die. That's why all of our focus right now is on the end time and preparing our hearts for when we meet our Maker. And what is the very best thing we can do? Pray. It is our first and greatest thing to do before we try to put anything into action, because we are committing ourselves to the care and provision of the Lord. And so I just want to encourage all of you to pray. Please pray with me. And so as you pray, I want to ask you to consider, especially if you're a Catholic, to pray the Rosary. And the Rosary, as you may know, is a Marian thing, but it is a Christocentric prayer, and it is a meditation on all the aspects of the gospel and learning to grab on to the virtues that God wants all of us Christians to have. The Christian life is not an automatic thing. We don't just start walking with the Lord and things just automatically change. There are things that are part of our life that need to be rooted out, just like in a garden. And even in a good garden, there are weeds. And so we need to ask the Lord for help to be able to pull out those weeds and to live a life that bears fruit. Because if there are weeds, there is a possibility for the fruit to not be good fruit. And so, now why do I want to encourage you all to pray the Rosary? Well, I've mentioned Fatima. Fatima is still a relevant apparition for our time. Fatima happened, that the apparition of Our Lady happened in Fatima in 1917, about 100 years ago. She appeared to 3 children who were quite poor, illiterate, devout, and she appeared to them because she wanted to make her message more believable. If she appears to a learned person, usually a learned person has a little bit more cunning, and they're just less believable. But these children, they had nothing to hide, they had nothing to invent. Pray the Rosary for poor sinners. Pray the Rosary every day. It's not an easy thing to do. But what I will say is that ever since I started praying the Rosary every day, my mindset has changed. My heart has changed. I've found it less difficult to enter into the difficulties of each day. And boy, there are difficulties, and we all experience them. I have found it, there are always temptations that come. But having that fortitude to do something that I don't necessarily want to do. Okay, well, this takes 20 minutes, half an hour. Do I really want to set aside a half an hour, 20 minutes to pray the Rosary? Can't I just pray a chaplet? It only takes 9 minutes. Can't we just, pray in Our Father, a Hail Mary, and a Glory Be? Can I just do some prayer from the heart? Why does it need to be the Rosary? Well, it doesn't have to be the Rosary. You can still love the Lord, obviously, and have a relationship with God, and not pray the Rosary. But there's something very special about the Rosary. There's just something that stands out about it. Holy saints, powerful saints, saints whose legacies have been enduring. Saint Dominic. Who else? Saint Maximilian Kolbe, Saint Louis Marie Grigny de Montfort, Mother Teresa, Pope John Paul II. These are powerful people who had incredible influence. They swore by the rosary. Now, were these just, off-the-wall people? No. They were level-headed, Jesus-loving people, dynamic people, and they prayed the rosary as much as they could. And so, just like St. Paul says, imitate me as I imitate Christ. And so what can we do? When we see the saints, when we see them living in a way that is beautiful and powerful, faithful, we do what they do. And so, with the intercession of all those saints, we can do more than we'll be able to do on our own. And all of this is enveloped in the intercession of Christ, the head. And so, I just want to invite you and perhaps remind you, my dear brothers and sisters, pray the rosary. Pray the rosary as much as you can, daily if possible. And I will tell you, it's possible. We make time for things that we want to do. And so, anyway, may God bless you. More videos are coming. I've got more things cooking on the back burner. And I look forward to sharing my heart with you about all these things. But until then, pray for me, and I will pray for you. God be with you.